Have you ever been sitting right next to your significant other, but felt like you were a million miles away? Like you're there physically, but your mind is stuck in work mode, spiraling about deadlines or replaying conversations from earlier in the day? That's not just distraction. That's anxiety quietly pulling you out of the moment. In this video, we're going to break down why anxiety is often the hidden reason you feel disconnected from your significant other and what to do about it. Let's get into it. My goal is to help high-achieving professionals relieve their stress, anxiety, overthinking, and burnout using practical strategies and techniques from our M3 method so they can enjoy their success without sacrificing their well-being. In this video, we're going to unpack what's really going on when you're struggling to connect emotionally, even if you love the person deeply. We'll talk about why your anxiety makes it hard to be fully present, how this shows up in your day-to-day moments, what you've probably tried already that isn't working, and what actually does help rebuild connection when anxiety is in the mix. If you've ever thought, why do I feel so distant even though I care? Why can't I just relax and enjoy the moment? Why do I keep snapping at the people that I love? This video is going to make a lot of sense. Anxiety isn't just something that you experience on your own. It spills into your relationships. You're trying to be a good significant other, but you're emotionally exhausted. You want to be present, but your mind keeps wandering to what went wrong today or what could go wrong tomorrow. You bottle things up so you don't become a burden, and then one small thing sets you off. You might find yourself snapping at your partner and instantly regretting it, avoiding deeper conversations because they feel too overwhelming, pulling away during conflict instead of leaning in. And over time, all this creates distance. You're not trying to push them away, but it starts to feel like you're living parallel lives. That's not a relationship issue. That's what happens when anxiety is running the show. One of my recent clients, let's call her Maya for the sake of the video, was a high-achieving biomedical researcher. She was brilliant, kind, and in a long-term relationship. But every time her partner brought up future plans or emotional needs, she'd freeze or shut down. It wasn't that she didn't care, she was just mentally maxed out. She told me that she wanted to be there for him, but after a full day of work stress and overthinking, she just didn't have anything left to give. Her significant other thought she was losing interest, but really her anxiety was eating up all of her bandwidth. And once we worked on emotional regulation and nervous system resetting techniques, things started to shift. They started having deeper conversations again. She didn't feel overwhelmed by connection. She started to crave it again. This happens once your body feels safe again. Your heart can open back up. If you're a high-achieving professional that's struggling with stress, anxiety, and overthinking, I created a free gift just for you. My Stress-Free Success Guide gives you 5 simple science-backed strategies to calm your mind, reduce your stress, and regain control of your emotions so you can focus on what truly matters. These are practical, fast-acting techniques that fit seamlessly into your life and help you stay productive without suffering from mental and emotional roadblocks. Click the link in the description to grab your copy and start taking control of your mental and emotional health today. Here's what most people try when this disconnection occurs. They tell themselves to be more present. They'll take a weekend off to reconnect. They'll bottle things up just to keep the peace. Or they'll just blame the stress and keep pushing through. But here's what you need to understand. When your nervous system is in survival mode, connection feels unsafe. Your brain isn't prioritizing love or intimacy. It's prioritizing protection. That's why your significant other's touch might feel irritating, or why a small comment feels like a personal attack. You don't need more willpower or to just get it together. You need tools that shift your internal state so connection doesn't feel like another source of pressure. Now I'm going to run through the 7 hidden ways anxiety creates this disconnection. Number 1, you're in the room, but your mind's already on tomorrow. You sit down with your partner, but you're already running through your to-do lists. You're not ignoring them, but your brain just doesn't know how to shut off. That's your anxiety doing its job, trying to keep you ready. But relationships don't happen in the future. They happen in the now. So the next time you notice yourself drifting, try this. Place a hand over your chest, take a slow breath, look at them in the eyes. It's not about being perfect. It's about coming back into the moment. And a 5-second reset is the start of that presence. Number 2, you freeze up when things get emotional. They're opening up, and you feel yourself shut down, blank, foggy, numb. That's not you being cold, that's actually a freeze response. Your nervous system is saying, this feels like too much. So instead of faking it or forcing a reply, try naming it. Say, this matters to me, but I'm overwhelmed. Can we pause and revisit this? You're not avoiding the situation, you're regulating yourself. And that's how you start protecting the relationship as well as your energy. Number 3, you're snapping more than you used to, and you hate it. You didn't mean to snap, it just happened. Again. That's what happens when you're emotionally maxed out. Your body holds on to tension like a balloon, and one poke, it pops. You tend to feel a lot of shame when these things happen, but the fix isn't to hold things in, it's to release. Try having micro breaks throughout the day. 2-minute resets, breath work, silence. Give your nervous system an outlet before it spills out on the people you love. Number 4, physical closeness starts to feel like pressure. Even a hug feels like another task, another demand. You love them, but your body says, nope. That doesn't mean that you're broken. It means that your system is overstimulated. Number 5, every interaction becomes a post-game breakdown. You replay every word, analyze every glance. Was I too harsh? Did I seem distant? This is anxiety turning connection into a checklist. A way to reframe this is to think to yourself, I'm doing this because I care. Then stop. Move your body, change your state, and don't spiral. Connection isn't about perfect delivery. It's about an honest presence. Number 6, you stop speaking up to avoid being too much. Let's be honest, you have needs, but voicing them feels risky. So you stay quiet, you shrink down. But here's the thing, the silence doesn't keep the peace. It builds internal pressure. Next time you can try saying this. This is hard to say, but I want us to stay close, so I'm going to be honest. That's not being selfish. That's being secure and communicating your needs. Number 7, you feel guilty for how you're showing up. You see the distance, you feel the tension, and you blame yourself. But the thing is, guilt doesn't lead to change. Compassion does. Something you can say is, I'm not at my best right now, but I do still care. That one sentence can melt the walls down. Because love is not perfect all the time. It's about trying again and getting to a regulated place. If you've been feeling distant, disconnected, or misunderstood in your relationship, it's not because you're cold or incapable of love. It's likely because anxiety has been running in the background for so long that connection now feels unfamiliar. And the solution isn't to try harder, it's to shift your internal state so that connection becomes safe again. If you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.